So beginning in the 1850s, the Chinese have been a part of Nevada history for a very long time and still continue to do so today. Hi, I'm Julie Clark and I work for the Bureau of Land Management, and I'm at the California Trail Interpretive Center in Elko, Nevada. Whenever I'm studying about the immigrants that come west, there's always a push-pull factor. In the case of the Chinese, they left and they were pushed away from their country due to the economic chaos that was happening, the overpopulation, as well as lack of resources. And they were pulled into the gold mines in 1849 into California. And they also worked in service industries such as laundry, cooking, and farming. We first see the Chinese into Nevada when John Reese hires the 50 Chinese to dig a water ditch in Dayton, Nevada. They return back to the gold fields and also work on the railroad in the Sierra Nevadas, and then they're pulled back to Nevada in 1868 when they're building the Transcontinental Railroad. They're paid $35 a month and they work sun up to sundown, and they work 7 days a week. And on a side note, 30,000 Chinese helped build the railroad. And then of course, the population of Chinese increases in Elko during that time, as well as Carlin, Nevada. They're known for their elaborate vegetable gardens, and they sell their produce to the local community. Unfortunately, once the railroad is completed, the Chinese become the first ethnic group in the United States to be barred from immigration with the 1882 Chinese Exclusion Act. So in 1900 and between 1900 and 1910, we see a large exodus of Chinese leaving Nevada. Fast forward to 1996, when a landowner in Carlin was digging in his property and unearthed 13 Chinese graves in their coffins, as well as the burial markers next to them. Luckily, the burial bricks were legible enough that the relatives back in China were able to finally have word of their long-lost relatives that answered that pull so long ago. In 2018, the Carlin 13 were finally honored in an official Chinese burial ceremony, as well as a plaque dedicated to them with the Chinese Railroad Workers Descendants Association. To learn more about this, you can visit the Carlin Museum or the California Trail Interpretive Center and learn more about the immigrants who crossed the California Trail of all descendants. Currently, the Trail Center is closed, but please download our California Trail Center app, where you'll learn more about these immigrant stories, as well as the many Trails West markers this area has to offer. Thank you.